Okay. All right. So after Leah's team call a couple nights ago, I just felt like I needed to have a team call. I was like, oh, this is fun. I want to have one too. And with Cord, I signed him up. I created the invite and then I sent it to him. I said, hey, you cool speaking on the call tonight or on Sunday night? And he was like, sure. So I love how um, easygoing he is. Anyways, so kind of, the title behind this talk is, come learn, why we do what we do, and not just as Juice Plus, but as a couple, as a family, with tree houses, with Juice Plus, and how it kind of all ties in together, and where our heart is behind this mission, this one mission we have together, and how you can choose to be a part of it if you want to. And so for me, kind of what it comes down to in this sudden move from St. Louis to Colorado was that we were just starting to feel pulled out of I feel like mediocrity sounds like a bad term, but that was kind of what we were feeling in St. Louis. Was we were just kind of letting life happen to us rather than us dictating our life and what we wanted out of it and where we could go with it. And not to mention, we had this picture of wanting this outdoor lifestyle, and not that St. Louis didn't have it. It just wasn't as much of a part of the culture, and we weren't as drawn to it there as we could have been, even with our beautiful land that we had out there. And so it was just time to move west and start a new adventure with that. And the beautiful thing is, both of us being business owners, we could do that. We could pick up and we could move. And then that's a huge blessing. I know a lot of people can't do that, or maybe don't make that personal choice to quit and find a new job. And so that's one thing that I love about Juice Plus, is that I can take it anywhere and I can share it anywhere. And now that we've moved and we've had that transition, and we're kind of transient nomads right now and living all over the place, and our house hasn't sold, we're kind of at this point, and it's come and gone over the last few years of just kind of getting over living paycheck to paycheck. And Cord works really hard. He does make good money, but he's trading every hour for those dollars. He's working a lot. And I love that about Juice Plus, is that eventually comes to the point where you're not trading hours for dollars. And a good example of this is this past December, I pretty much took the month off. It was Christmas time, and there were a few things I touched base with team members who were getting close to goals and things to help them kind of get there. But I really wasn't planting seeds and sowing seeds with customers or prospects and stuff. And yeah, even with that, I still was able to make my $500-600 without hardly doing anything. And so that was a time where I kind of felt bad. I wasn't really touching my business, but then looking back, I was like, wow, that was amazing. Like, I didn't touch it, yet I still had this stable and lasting income. And so it gave me a vision of what this company could do for us in the long run. And not only that, but just sharing this product and the health changes that have happened with our family personally, but then also what really keeps us going is the friends and the family. And like Annie, I didn't know Annie before this. Annie was a friend referral, basically. And now we're just, have this awesome connection. And so it's people like Annie and other customers and other friends that I've met, that had it not been for this company and this mission, that either one, their health may not have changed for the better, or their finances, their wealth may not have changed for the better. And that's something else I wanted to touch on with wealth. Is it was really hard for me getting in the mindset of, and we're still kind of working on getting out of it, of living paycheck to paycheck and having abundance and not feeling guilty for it. Because I think so often in society, we feel like we just need what we need, not what we want necessarily, or what we could do. And I can't remember who this was. I think it was a friend of mine said that one of their medical friends, their dream was to give $1 million away in their lifetime. Like that was their dream, was to give $1 million away. But in order to give $1 million away, you have to make $1 million, right? At least. I mean, that's in abundance to what you yourself are making. And so we have this heart to give, and I'm going to pass that on to Cord because of what his dream is, of what he wants to give away, and what our business as in Juice Plus could help make that possible. So over to you, babe.
Cool. Yep. I don't know, I guess I got in the mindset of, excuse me, one of the most valuable things that you can do is support people and give away, I don't know, what you're good at and what you feel like makes a difference in the world. And one of my favorite things is getting kids outdoors, having adventure, all kinds of people. You know, you got young kids and then you just got the young at heart. And if you can get them outdoors, it changes a lot of people's perspective on things. It gives them, I don't know, a refreshed view and gets them having fun. And a lot of times they see things in a different way. And there is the opportunity that I have being a treehouse builder and outdoor construction stuff that gives me a great avenue to do that. And I would love to give tree houses away. So that's one of my long-term views. If you get the question of what could you do if you had all the money in the world, and I'd say I would keep building things. I would do the exact same thing that I do now every single day, but instead of having to get paid for it, I would already have money or not have to worry about things and just give them away to, I don't know, communities and people. And so many people have a wish to do that and get outside, that it's just fun. And it's a real mindset for me that I get so excited about being able to do that for people. And it's challenging at times because I feel like, as a responsibility as a provider that I have to charge people, but at the same time, we give away a tree house every year to some kind of community organization or a hospital fundraiser like that. And, we're just raising money for somebody, and it's really great to be able to do that for a good cause. So I think that's one of my driving factors, and something that, for the future, I'm able to support Dana and hopefully transition into that more and more through supporting her and her business, how, Juice Plus company and the whole system, provides financially and through health, and it makes life better in a lot of ways for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you mentioned community, and that's something that I think has been one of the biggest unexpected blessings of Juice Plus, is the community that you guys have given us. And not only that, but such amazing relationships, along with really challenging people to be the best they can be. I mean, that's what I really admire. And I feel like we can all be real with one another with what's going on in our businesses. And that's been I don't know, I love the community here. But dreaming, those dreams and stuff were just very vague things that we had when we first started this business. And now they're becoming clearer and clearer, and more of a reality, more of a something that could actually happen rather than just be a daydream. And not only that is, and what I love about network marketing, which I think sometimes people see it as a negative from the outside, but once you get on the inside of network marketing, is that in order to do that, in order to rise up into the top level of a company like Leah is almost a breath away from, it takes a village, it takes a team, and it takes many hands, which make the light work. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because in order for her to reach her goal, I need to reach my goal, and I help my team reach their goals. And I think that is just awesome. It's like everybody working together in this synergy in order to make those things happen, in order to make each other's dreams happen. And so right now, we are in this stage, particularly my team here. So we have our overarching team of Team Whole, where Leah Sheeter is our almost an MD from there. And I say almost because my leg is so close to helping her get there. And part of the things that would be very beneficial for us in doing that is a couple more HLPs or trio orders, And last month we served as a whole, as a team, not my little team, not team whole, but like Dana Moody's team and all of you guys, like 50, almost 55 to 60 customers. And so what we're looking at here in this next month to help me be what's called POB qualified, which if that's jargon to you, that's totally fine. You don't need to know it. But for that to happen is getting somewhere around 17 trio orders. And I know me personally, I'm reaching out to a lot of people right now, and I'm really pushing for me to get my own, if you will, HLP or more, 5 trio orders, and hopefully more. But I'm also looking for many hands to make like work. So if that's something that as a team you are open to and willing to, maybe take that extra step this month and learn with me and grow with me, maybe get outside of yourself a little bit, because had Leah not reached out to me multiple times over 4 years, I wouldn't be here today. And our dreams we wouldn't be in Colorado probably, to be honest, because we wouldn't have had enough courage really to leave our house before it was sold to move out here. And so just the opportunities and the change of mindset that this company has offered, the personal growth has been immense for us. And I've have so much more to go, but it's amazing how far we've come from last year. And so yeah, I'm just asking, and those of you who are here, if it's something that you would be open to connect with me afterwards, I'll reach out to and see what we can do, see if we can come up with an action plan to help our team, to help Leah get to NMD, which leads us to one of our dreams, ourselves getting to NMD. Cord and I both want to make it to the top of the company. And some of the main reasons for that is like what he mentioned, the financial security and the stable and lasting. Like I mentioned, I didn't work for that December. And that's how this company works, because it's an ongoing order for, most customers tend to stay on. They love the product. They notice a difference. And so they continue to stay. Not everybody does. I mean, we know that. But that's what creates this stable and lasting income. And like I said, that $500 a month, it may not be where we want to go, but $500 a month for the average American would be a big change for them. I mean, that's a car payment. Could be half of a rent or someone's whole rent, depending on where you live. And so that can definitely help with their lifestyle. And just having the opportunity to share that with others, I'm really excited about. I used to be really hesitant about sharing this business with people because I was hesitant about it. I didn't really know how I felt about the whole network marketing thing. But now it's just amazing, the opportunity that is here for us, and not just, to help people with wherever they're looking for, whether it's just to lose a few pounds or maybe just eat healthier, or there's those people that take Juice Plus because they don't want to eat the vegetables. So we have a few of those. Anyways, I'm getting on a tangent here. So there was something I was trying to tie that back to, but I forgot.
Yep. There's a lot of neat opportunity for me as a husband too, that I want to support Dana and encourage her. And it's just amazing to do it through a company that is giving people hope. It gives her hope, our whole family. It lets people feel empowered in the decisions that they're making, and validate was a big word for me, that by talking to them about it, it validates that their choices matter in a big way when it comes to their health and, how they view the world and their hope and financial opportunity with it. And if there was anything about the product that kind of spoke out to me, or just like people's life in general, it's that we help them to know that there's more opportunity out there, and it's not necessarily about avoiding the bad things all the time, towards your health. It's just like more consistently getting good things into your body and good things into your life and your relationships. And you get around these people, in the company, and it's just amazing. It's uplifting, and it's been awesome for her and such an encouragement.
Mm-hmm. That's why you're saying that. It reminded me of what I was thinking. So thank you. So a big thing for us, both being self-employed and Cord being self-employed pretty much since we were married. we've always had to pay for our own health insurance. And so quite a hefty amount. And so one of the most important things in my that I'm excited about reaching national marketing director in this company is the full benefits package. That is huge for us. And I mean, obviously you still pay a little bit, but it's like nothing. It's like less than half of what we were paying before. And it is an amazing package. So we're super excited about that. And I just want to encourage you, if that's something that you've thought about and you're like, I know, like, there's no way I'm getting this out of this company, like not even on the radar. That's what I love about Leah is, I mean, 2 years ago, she was exactly where I was like just a couple of months ago of a sales coordinator and, you know, just kind of hanging out there and kind of complacent probably. And that's where I've been on and off. And finally, you know, now seeing her just a breath away from being national marketing director has cast the vision for me and seeing that is a total possibility. And now being blessed to go to Image with, I know both of you guys have heard of Annie and Becky, that I've mentioned it before, and having that opportunity to change my mindset and to change kind of how I grew up and the wiring that's been done in my brain, and to think those and believe truly in my heart that those things are possible is, I mean, that's just amazing from itself. I was a kid in high school that didn't even sign up for, I couldn't do sports and school at the same time. Like I tried it in my senior year. I finally got comfortable enough in my last semester because I knew I was already accepted to college that I could play tennis. It was the first year, but I was always so stressed that I couldn't do both, that I wasn't, that I would get too stressed, whatever it was, you know, I limited myself. I stopped before I even tried. And, that's changing. Like, I'm really excited to work towards national marketing director and am working towards national marketing director. And I'm going to get there. I don't know how long it's going to take. My ideal would be a year. And if longer, then by the time I'm 30, which would be a little bit over a year and a half. And I think that would be awesome. And we're really looking forward to that and all the amazingness that's going to come. And if that's something that you are like, that's not going to happen for me, you know, that's okay. If that's where you're at right now, that's where I was when I started. I didn't even think I'd do 2,000 plus. And here we are, top commission level, and it's awesome. So we're just super excited to work with you, and wherever your vision is for your business and for your team, that we're here for you. I mean, you may want to stay as a VF, and that's totally fine. Like, every person counts on this team. And we just want you to know that we love and support you where you're at. And that, you know, if you're willing to put an extra foot forward this month, you know, to help our team as a collective team whole get Leah to national marketing director, our team is a huge part of that. And there's you know, like I said, a few more trios that we need in order to make that happen. So I just wanted to kind of plant that seed and let you know that that's what I'm aiming for this month, so that we can get Leah to national marketing director, so that I can follow right behind her. So yeah. Anything else? You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
You guys are great.
Leah, did you want to close this out?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I just love you guys. And there were a lot of things going through my mind when I was listening to you share. And I think one of them is just, you know, it takes a lot of courage to first of all, articulate to yourself what your real dreams are. That takes a lot of courage. And I did not know how to do that until I came into this business journey. And honestly, I don't even know if I knew how to do it until like the last couple of years. And then it takes another layer of courage to share that with other people. And what I love about it is that, you know, for those of you that are on and for people who listen to the recording, you know, that when you hear the people that are going before you share with courage their personal dreams and desires, it is about them, but it's so much more than about them. And that's why they're willing to share it, because they know that if they have the courage to share and to pursue something so awesome and sometimes seemingly so big that you're not sure how it's going to happen, but you're going to move forward faithfully until it does happen, that it actually empowers other people to have enough courage to do the same thing in their life. And that's one of the most valuable things I've learned in this journey, because one of my probably biggest struggles has always been fear of others. Like, what are people going to think of me? Or, I mean, on multiple levels, not just in this business, but in my life in general. And so for years, that stopped me from boldly, courageously sharing with people. Well, first of all, even acknowledging to myself what I desired and what our family, having those conversations with Damien, my husband, and establishing why this mattered to us. So I wasn't even able to do that myself. And then you could just follow that. I mean, how can you do that for your kids or your grandkids or whatever if you can't do that for yourself? And it's such an important piece to, I think, exploring more of like your purpose of why you're here and your life and what you're intended to do in this life, and being able to really connect to who you are and what your gifts are and what your desires are, because I really believe that each of us have different types of gifts and talents and desires and passions in life for a reason. And when we all can have the courage and the freedom, like what Dana and Cord are talking about, the time and financial freedom to actually pursue those things, imagine how much of a blessing that is to so many people. What Dana and Cord want to do would bless people in a tremendous way, different than maybe what Annie would do, with ultimate time and financial freedom, or what Becky would do. So that I just wanted to say from the beginning, I think is to be commended. And the other thing I was thinking is, all of you have pretty much known me during the last 2 years whenever our team has been growing significantly, and I have grown a lot as a leader. And so I know that it can be easy, because I've done this before, to look at, some of your leaders and think, wow, like they were just meant for this. And this is just the way it's just come so easily for them. And I do want to remind you, I've been doing this for 8 years, and this has only been a reality the last 2 years because of personal growth that I really had to go through. And like I said, getting over the mindset of worrying about what other people think. And so with that point, what I want to say is that each of you have the same potential and ability as I do to impact a family like Dana and Cord Moody, that would sit there and, say that the trajectory of their life has changed because of the opportunity that's been offered to them. That's really humbling for me to hear, because the whole reason why I even ever, continued to share it with her or lead her, patiently step by step through the business, helping her see she had total capacity and potential to do the next step, even though at that time she maybe didn't believe it. It really, a lot of it came down to getting over myself so that I was able to share with her on the basis of caring for her and not caring about what somebody thought about me or what she thought about me. And number two, realizing this is about more than me. And so we all have the capacity to do that. And I just think that's really amazing to think about, that we could impact people's lives like that. And, that's what Dana has done for you guys too. And so anyway, just to go back to what Dana was saying, it is a really exciting time where, our team is headed toward a huge goal. It's a very significant goal to our family. When I started this business, we were very much paycheck to paycheck. I mean, the whole reason why I even started sharing it was because I had to cover our costs, literally. And I did the HLP for that reason. And I had such low belief in myself that I could really do much of anything with this. But the little bitty thing that kept me going was realizing how important fruits and vegetables were and people really needed them. So I would like stay in my comfort zone of people, and I would share it every once in a while with people, and just on the side, and kind of kept moving forward a little bit in the business doing that. And then I went to a leadership conference, and I started going to events. Like Cord said, I got into the community, and the community gave me more courage and more confidence in the value of what I was offering people. So then I would share it with some more people. But the point of my story is I like the idea of national marketing director, but I really don't think I ever had that strong of a belief that I could do it. And I think that's not unlike maybe some of you that are on, or a lot of people that get started. It's a whole different category to think in. And maybe it's just very different from anything you've ever done. It sure was for me. But what I have found through this journey is that it has been one of the most enriching just pieces of our family's life. On all levels, personal growth wise, and how this has helped us grow as individuals, as a family, as a married couple, as parents, in our own health, in learning to be about something bigger than ourselves. And that to me is something worth giving away. And so, I think just like what Dana is saying, it's an invitation to be a part of something that, yes, plays into other people's goals, but it also, everything each person does is going to benefit yourself and any goal you have, but ultimately it's going to benefit that other person. That's what it always comes down to, is that other individual that you are pouring into, that you care enough about to reach out and share, or share again. Maybe it's somebody from the past that just wasn't ready initially. Maybe it's just simply, coming to a place where, you are ready to just trust Dana to give you that next step that maybe you've been uncomfortable with taking. But that's really what this is about. And it's about us as a team learning to kind of stretch ourselves a little bit and think about people in our lives that we could go the extra mile with this month and really love on, and invite to an incredible opportunity that has changed each of our lives that are on here. Regardless of whether you are at a, financial point yet, you may still be building that part of your business, but you've certainly been changed by the product and what that's done for you. And that's something that, we want to be able to give away to other people. So I just am so glad. It was fun seeing you guys on here and fun listening. And I'm really excited for your whole team, Dana, and for you and Cord. And just it's so fun to see this whole story unfold with you guys. And there's always another adventure on the horizon. So I love it. Awesome.
Really keeps life interesting. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for you guys who came. And for those of you who are going to watch this at another time, I know it was a little bit last minute. So I appreciate you guys for coming and for being a part of my team. And like I said, no matter what role you play, whether it's big or whether it's small, you are important and you matter, and your customers are important, and their experience is important too. So I just want to say thanks again, and thank you, Leah, for coming and showing up and being open to doing this. I sent her a text message, was like, I need to have a call with my team really soon. I want to see them. So so glad you guys could make it, and thank you, Cord, for coming and sharing as well. We really envision this being a family business and working this together more and more as my income increases, and as he can or doesn't have to work as much, so he can hang out and share Juice Plus, and we can have more family time. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your evening, and we'll be touching base later this week. Probably whenever. I'm actually heading to Orlando, Florida for 4 days in Mars. So Image, I was lucky to be one of the 40 selected. So I'll actually be down there and I have no idea what that's going to entail. So keep me in your prayers because I'm a little scared, but it'll be good. It'll be good. Totally. I'll become back a different person. Hopefully a much better one. That's the goal anyways. So yeah, anyways. All right. Well, you guys have an awesome night. And did you want to say any final words?
You guys are great. Rock stars.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye.